Hey there, it's Tony Butler, and this is another episode of Marketing for Humans and Gnomes. Hey, today we're going to talk about, how do you measure digital marketing? And there's a hierarchy of digital measurement, things that you're going to measure and you're going to give weight to, and things you're not going to give too much weight to. Okay? So before I get into it, please like this video, like this audio, however you're consuming it. Follow the channel. I'm going to be dropping a lot of new things in the next month or two. You don't want to miss out. Okay, there's going to be lots and lots of good stuff. So let's talk about this. The hierarchy of digital measurement. All right, so you put up something on social media and everybody wants somebody to like it. Okay? A like is it tells you if it's getting some engagement. Okay? If people are following it, they're seeing it at least. Okay, and that's the lowest level of engagement. Okay, so next, what else do we might measure? And measuring likes is not super important because it's kind of lazy. It doesn't take much thought. I know you're scrolling through a feed and maybe you're on your phone, you're on a computer, and you're hitting like, you see a nice picture like. Maybe you didn't read the comment, you didn't read what it was about, but you like the picture. Okay, I think that happens a lot. Okay, that's the lowest level of engagement on social media. And it can be really deceptive to, hey, am I doing well by number of likes? Okay, you can't take likes to the bank. No one's going to cash them. All right, so then the next level, just up from that, is comments. Okay, we like comments because now someone is engaged with the content. They've definitely read it or watched it. And they have a thought. They want to leave it. They want to leave something for the community. Okay. You can kind of see on the screen right here. Okay. We got likes and then we got comments. So the next is form fills. Okay. We want to check how many people came back to an asset and filled in the form. They gave us their information for something. Maybe it was some gated content, a PDF or a checklist, a survey, whatever it was, but they gave us their information. Now we can follow up with them. And that is great. Form fills are awesome because now I can market to someone. I can sell them something over time. It shows thought. It shows connection. They wanted to engage with us. They wanted to learn more. Okay. This is something that every marketing team really, really needs to measure and understand and, and test. Okay. But it's still not the highest level. Okay, it's not the most important thing. Now, a lot of people will, especially in the leadership team, will say, okay, well, let's just measure sales. That's kind of like measuring, it's kind of like getting the black box out of the plane after it's crashed, and you're looking at, okay, we got sales, but we got to back up. What led to sales? Well, likes, yeah, it kind of leads to a sale, shows some engagement. Comments, yeah, it's a little more. Form fills, okay, how many form fills did we get? How many people can we follow up with? We build in our list. Okay, that's definitely a good measurement. But there's something else. There's something that way before you start to make sales, it's going to determine whether or not you have a successful digital marketing program. And that's the number of shares you get in your content. Okay. Now, why shares? What is it about shares that are so important? Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Shares show that someone values your content so much that they want to be the one to show it to their friends, to show it to their family, to take it out into the world. Okay. Because what happens is when they share your content, they're kind of vouching for you. Okay, they're saying, hey, look, I'm recommending that you look at this because it's that important, it's that good, it's that maybe flavor of awesomeness, whatever you want to call it. Okay, the other thing about shares is that's how you're going to scale exponentially your social media, okay, and your form fills and your comments and your likes, because when you share, if I get a person and they see my comment, they see my post, and they share it, well, their first network, the first tier of their network and their secondary network is all going to have a chance to see it. If I can get a lot of shares, then the amount of people that are going to see my content is going to be actually exponentially greater than the number of likes and comments on my regular audience. So shares is by far the most important aspect of your content. Now, how do we create content that's shareable? Now that's the question. And I can tell you is, if it's sales content and you're trying to sell something directly in the content, its chances of being shared are far less likely than if it's just something valuable, it's something entertaining, it's something pithy, it's something, that people want to remember. All right. So you got to create shareable content. Now, shareable content is not going to drive as many form fills and direct sales as other kinds of content. So there's kind of like a disparity here. With shares, Tony, you're saying, hey, that's more important to measure than form fills, comments, and likes, but it doesn't lead to sales in the same way as those others can. So here's the thing. Shares build your audience. And over time, your audience, if your content is good enough, they're going to start to follow you, and they're going to start to engage, and they start to leave more likes, and they're going to fill out the forums. Okay? But you've got to build the audience first. The chicken and the egg, it's always, hey, we start out and we're talking to no one. We have no likes, no shares. I started a YouTube channel, and for the first 6 weeks, I barely had any videos with any likes. And then I got a couple likes, and I got a few more. And then I got a few people who started to follow me. Okay, same thing on LinkedIn. I didn't have anything going on for the longest time. Then I got 100 followers. Then I got 1,000 followers. Then I got 3,000, then 5,000, then 8,000. Okay, and I can go back and I can look through all of my content going back the last 5 years. And over again, if people started to share a piece of content and really interact with it, that brought all of my followers. And that's what led to sales. Okay. So you'll see this, and I see this with our clients. Shareable content does the most work. Okay. It might not make the most direct sales, but long term, it's going to lead to the most sales. Yeah, I recently read the book A Million Followers by Brendan Kane, and he talks about this in his book, that shareable content is really, really vital to growing an audience. And it really has to do with the exponential aspect of shares. And so here's what I want to challenge you is, you've got to create a mix of content that your current audience is going to interact with and maybe fill out a form or leave a comment and like, but then also content that they can share with their audience, with their family, with their friends, with their followers. Okay, so you've got to do both. You can't just have it all be on your own channel, because you want to grow things. So which means that it can't be all promotional content. You've got to mix it up. And in the Primal Storytelling System, I talk a lot about this, is that you need to have different kinds of content that's directly relevant to what you do, but then you got to branch off, go to parallel content that's only a little bit relevant to your industry, and then go really far out and do content that's not necessarily have anything to do with what you do, but has an interest to your audience and to their audience and to their friends and family. Okay, so shareable content, the most vital statistic that you have outside of, hey, did I make any sales? All right, so you heard it here. It's Anthony Butler. This is Marketing for Humans, and I will see you till next time.